Hello students, good morning to all. Today we talk about when we divide a number by 10, 100, 1000, we have some short method. We have to follow that rule. Okay. First I will tell you when you divide a number by 10, what rule you have to follow. The rule is on dividing a number by 10, the quotient is obtained by removing the ones digit from the given number. The one digits form the remainder. Let me tell you some example, then you can understand when you divide 10, what rule we have to follow. Okay. So 47, here ones digit we have to remove, the remaining digit is going to quotient. So the first digit is, ones digit is 7, so 7 is the remainder, 7 is remainder, 4 is quotient. So simply you can find out quotient and remainder when you have divide 10. Okay, so I have taken 10 is the divisor, 47 is the dividend. Without division, actual division, you can find out quotient and remainder. As per the rule, you have to remove the ones place, which number in ones place, you have to remove this one. So the ones place, what number is there? 7 is there. So 7 is the remainder, the remaining number as a quotient. So 4 is the quotient, 7 is the remainder. Let me take some another example. In this place, ones place which number have 5 is there. So 5 as a remainder, the remaining 2 digit 24 as the quotient. Okay, so 10, 24, 240. So 24 is the quotient. Quotient is 24. 5 remainder is 5. 5 is the remainder. Okay. So when you divide any number by 10, you can easily find out quotient and remainder by this way. How? First digit you have to remove the ones place, you have to remove the ones place value, remaining or quotient, the ones place value form the remainder. So any number. Let me take some another example. I will tell you. When you divide any number by 10, you have to do like this. Suppose 328 divided by 10. Okay. So if you remove the ones place value 8, then remaining value 32. So 32 is the quotient, 8 is the remainder R. Okay. Let me take some another example. If you take 565 divided by 10, so without actual division, how you find out quotient and remainder? So see, first you have to remove the first ones place digit. You have to remove it. Then remaining how many digits are there? That digits are quotient. So quotient is equal to 56. So the ones place which we have removed, that we call remainder. So 5 is the remainder. So without actual division, when you divide by the number 10, you can easily find out the quotient and remainder. Okay. Okay students, before we talk, when we divide by any number by 10, how we easily we find quotient and remainder, we talk about that. Now we will talk about when we divide a number by 100, how we find easily quotient and remainder. Come, I will tell you how to find out. So when we divide by 100, we have to follow some easy steps and rule, then you can easily find out quotient and remainder. So on dividing a number by 100, the quotient is obtained by remaining tens and ones place. Remaining tens and ones digit from the number. The number formed by remainder, formed by removed tens and ones digits, is the remainder. So what it means, so when we divide any number by 100, the last two digits we have to remove. It means which digit, which number have in ones place and tens place, that two digits we have to remove. Then remaining number, it's a quotient. So which we have removed the ones place and tens place, that we form the remainder. That's a mean. Okay, that's a rule. Let me take some example. I will tell you, using this example you can easily understand what is by dividing, when we dividing by 100, what the rule says. Okay, see now 1289 is the dividend. When we divide by 100, it's a divisor. How we can find easily quotient and remainder without actual division? As per the rule, what it says, the rule, last two digits we have to remove. Okay, so as per the rule, it's a ones place, it's a tens place. So the two digits we have to remove. The remaining digits is form a quotient. So 12 is the quotient. So quotient is 12. So which we remove the last two digits, it form the remainder. So 89. Okay, 89 is a remainder. Remainder is 89. You understand now what I am telling? Okay. Let me take some another example. 4289. When you divide by 100, as per the rule, last two digits we have to remove it. So which is have in ones place and tens place, we have to remove that ones place, tens place, which number have, that's form the remainder, the remaining number as a quotient. So 42 as a quotient. Okay, so quotient Q is 42. Okay, so 87 is the remainder. So you can understand easily. Now I will tell you then another example, then you can easily understand. Okay, so I will tell you there is some other number, 5296 divided by 100. So how to find out quotient and remainder in this number when you divide by 100? So as per the rule, what the rule, when you divide by 100, the last two digits we have to remove. The remaining digit is quotient. Which digit you have to remove the last digit, ones place and tens place, that is called remainder. Okay, the last two digits, it's called remainder. The remaining digits are called quotient. So Q is equal to 52, R is equal to 96. I will tell you another example. So 8543 divided by 100. So as per the rule, I already told you, when you divide by 100 any number, the last two digits you have to remove. Then remaining is quotient, which we remove the last two digits in ones place and tens place, we have formed the remainder. Okay, so the last two digit 43, it's a remainder. Remaining the 85 is the quotient. So Q is equal to 85, R is equal to 43. So see, easily I found quotient and remainder when dividing a number by 100. Okay. Okay students, before we talk about when you divide by 10, 100, how easily we find a quotient and remainder, we already talked about that one. So now I will tell you, when you divide by 1000 in any number, when you divide by 1000, what rule you have to follow and how you find out the quotient and remainder easily. Come, I will tell you. See, when you divide by number, any number by 1000, okay, the last three digits in the place value of ones, tens, hundred. Okay, ones, tens, hundred, the three place value, you have to remove and that three value form as a remainder. The remaining digits we form the quotient. Come, I will tell you as using some example. Okay, I have taken this number 5296. When you divide by 1000, how you find out easily quotient and remainder without actual division? Actual division means you have to divide, then you have to do step by step. That's the actual division. Without that, how you find out quotient and remainder? So they have some rule. Using that rule, you can easily find out when this kind of you do this kind of division. Okay. So this is 1000. So as per the rule, you have to remove last three digits. So these are the ones place. This is ones place. This is tens place. This is hundred place. So you have to remove these three digits as a remainder. The remaining one digit in this number in 5 as a quotient. So Q is equal to 5, R is equal to 296. Okay, done. Then second one, 8543. When you divide by 1000, so as per the rule, the last three digits, which number have ones place, tens place, hundred place, you have to remove the three digits as a remainder. The remaining number as a quotient. So Q is equal to 8, R is equal to 543. So now see, easily you can find which is a remainder, which is quotient. Okay. Now I will tell you that another example, then you can easily understand. Okay. So I will take some number 2379. Okay. When you divide by 1000, how to find out a quotient and remainder? Okay. As per the rule, you have to remove the last three digits. It's a ones place, it's a tens place, it's a hundred place. So you have to remove the three place value. We have to form the remainder. The remaining digits are quotient. So Q is equal to 2, then R is equal to 379. That's the answer. Okay. So students, the remaining sums are they have in your textbook. So you do as a homework the remaining exercise sums. So we will see the next video.